Hello, I'm Marcus V. Calvert, and welcome to Tales Unlimited. Today's Batchery prompt is number 67. Your kids go off to summer camp and come back different. That's gangsta. That is gangsta. There are so many different ways to do this prompt. Um, you send them off, and they come back more mature, um, with a different perspective on the world. They're less likely to use electronics. They're more interested in history, reading up on history, as if they missed a lot of history. It's weird. It's like, okay, you have tech savvy 10-year-olds, like a brother and a sister. They go off and they come back, and uh, yeah, they get your names right. They get some things right. They get a lot of things wrong, and it's almost like they when they come home, they're looking through the house for the first time, like, ooh, nice, very nice. And after a while, you're like, okay, you kids okay? Did something, happen at the camp? Is there something? No, no, we're fine. We're fine, mother dear. Yes, yes, we're fine. We're fine. And it turns out that eventually you just you don't like what's going on here, so you grab some friends and you go up to that camp and you're trying to unravel the mystery of what's going on because your kids just aren't the same. And what is it? Is it aliens? Is it a bunch of cultists brainwashing kids? Did they get their souls swapped with dead people? Um, are these really your kids? Uh, Maybe you can find and save them. Maybe you can't. Oh, this one is so generically wrong. I like it though. Um, so I'm gonna pick something and stick to it. But normally I would give you like, okay, here are so many different ways you could write it. Going off prompt. This is an on prompt all star, anything goes type prompt. This could spawn a book series right here. But I'm I would say that your kids are gone. That they were hollowed out and replaced, and their souls belong. I mean, the souls that are in the bodies are brand spanking new, and when they see that the parents are onto them, they just shrug and, well, as a short story, it's like, okay, you driving back to the camp, they're sitting in the back, it's like, really, mom, dad, mother, dad, no, mother, father, we're okay, really, we are. No, you're not. You are not normal. We're going to sort this out. And they both just look at each other and shrug. And then next thing you know, they're both attacking you and your wife and go off road, hit a tree. Your daughter's dragging you out of the car, full grown man, beer gut and everything, dragging you out of the car and like about to fling you over the side of a bluff toward water. And she's breaking both your legs so you can't swim. And she's like, well, sorry. We were trying to basically blend in. It's just not working out. So goodbye, father. We'll just be orphans. That's how we'll grow up. Yeah. And then she flings you like garbage. And you never know exactly what happened. I mean, some of those short stories piss off editors. I know mine would be. But it's also sometimes just good to just tell a story and have the reader scratching his or her head. Like all the pieces are almost there, but you don't have to give every last detail either. Now, if it's a book, hey, come up with something. If it's something else, fine, come up with something. If it's an evil GM conspiracy, fine. But maybe sometime it's just, what was that? Really, what was that? But you tell a story so well they don't mind not knowing. And then, of course, the mother gets out of the car. She leads them on a merry chase, and she ends up having to, dumb luck, she kills her kids. And their resident is like, you don't understand that camp. Something's wrong with that camp. Yes, yes, sure, sure. I've been to that camp. I used to spend my summers at that camp, and look how I turned out. Winks the sheriff, who's about to shoot you for resisting arrest. A camp that's been messing with kids' minds since 1939. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm Marcus V. Calvert. This is Tales Unlimited. Please check out talesunlimited.net. That's where the books and the podcasts are. So, what are the podcasts? There is the Batchery Daily Prompt and the Disturbing Thought of the Day. Both go off every single day. Also, there are the book links. They will lead you to Amazon, where print and ebook variants are available. What are the books? Well, there's the Batchery series, 200 writing prompts, a little wisdom on how to write a first novel. For anyone who's tried to write a novel and lost years of their life putting one together. There's a system here. It works. And if you go all the way through it, you'll be able to finish and sell books while you're working on that first novel. Just, a cool idea there. But on top of that, it's good for any storyteller looking for ideas, whether you're an evil GM, a game designer, comic book writer, screenwriter, or you're a veteran novelist. You might be awesome. You may have 30 books written, but guess what? 200 writing prompts here, and they're not normal writing prompts. Take one and run off with it. See where it goes. Hey, I'd recommend. Also, there are anthology series, 2 of them. Think New School Twilight Zone, 25 stories to a book. Each one has its own set of themes. So, Unheroic, for example, is about unlikely heroes saving the day. Like, what if the story's called It's Tuesday? What if every Tuesday is like an action movie, horror movie, disaster movie for this one dude? It's like a bloodline curse passed on from father to son, where like starting at midnight, boom, crazy, 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 until 11:59 on Tuesday. And you can't sit it out because bad things will happen to you. You're constantly in threat after threat after threat, occasional breaks thrown in for, meals and snacks. Or the Book of Schemes, nothing but schemes, diabolical schemes, silly schemes, ruthless schemes. Like, okay, there is a psychic judge who's sitting there looking at cases, and whenever she sees somebody she really doesn't like, she runs a blackmail scheme. And sadly, it unravels in this case, or it's in jeopardy of unraveling. But that's okay, because she's very good. Also, there's a novel series. Think Sin City with superpowers. It's called I, Villain, and it's about Benjamin Clyde, gentleman fixer, the best of his game. I mean, the top of his game right now. He has 400 plus elite level mercenaries, the best contractors, different skill sets. A lot of them have superpowers. And with the superheroes basically extinct, he's riding high until one night when his luck runs out. He's forced to give up his business, his money. He can basically never be a crook again. And he's told that in this town called Pillar City, which is like the superhuman crime capital of the world, he has to fight crime every night for the rest of his life. Skip a night, you die. Leave town, you die. Anyone helps you, they die. That's what they tell him, right? So they expect him to be chewed up and spat out by the streets because he's just a guy with a phone, right? In a really nice suit. Well, it just turns out he's more than that because he has a past and powers he didn't want to use anymore. So now he's back in the game, full throttle. And as it turns out, he's very good at this. He not only fights crime, he ends up saving the world. And when he does, he realizes there's a market in world saving because there aren't any heroes left. Someone's got to step up and fill the void. So why not a villain? I'm Marcus V. Calvert. This is Tales Unlimited. Until tomorrow.